Welcome to Webb City Cardinals basketball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show for the Webb City Cardinals. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And good evening, everyone, from Webb City High School. We're at the Cardinal Dome tonight for a varsity matchup between your Webb City Cardinals and the visiting Hillcrest Hornets from Springfield. Scott Boudreau here with you this evening, along with Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick. Roberta Foster back at our studios as the Cardinals get back in action here, back at home after a solid win the other night. Will, at Mack County, a really impressive win in a lot of ways. It came off a disappointing couple losses from last weekend, but I thought did a lot of good things in that win down at Mack County on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I know they had a pretty good offense performance. I believe 86 points it was that they put up, so some pretty decent shooting all around, and give credit to Mack County. They're probably a better team than what their record shows. They put up a good fight. They scored 70, so definitely some things to work on, but overall a pretty good game for Webb City.
That even the Cardinals' season record to 5-5. The Hillcrest Hornets come in tonight with a 9-4 record, playing with a lot of confidence, Dimitri, fresh off a championship win at the Kaminsky Classic last weekend, so they're flying high a little bit as well.
Absolutely, and a tournament like the Kaminsky Classic or anything out where they're from in Springfield, I mean, that's a huge accomplishment. You got all these teams from all over the state, whether it's in the COC or not, and they're coming to play. So riding off that hot victory, I mean, as we mentioned earlier, they had a quick loss to Rolla down there in Oklahoma, but it's a matter of time. They get going quick, and they're a pretty aggressive team, so we'll see how they handle Webb City tonight. It's
the Cardinals and the Hornets here from the Cardinal Dome tonight. We'll take our first timeout, our countdown to tip-off brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RX in Webb City, and Who Hot Mongolian Grill. Back here with more after a 3-minute timeout. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
And we welcome you back to the Cardinal Dome here at Webb City High School. It's the Cardinals facing the visiting Hillcrest Hornets tonight. Cardinals looking to get one game over 500 after evening things at 5-5 the other night. A solid 86-70 win over the Hillcrest Hornets. But when you start to break down this Hillcrest bunch, you can see they've had a lot of solid wins already in this year. But Dimitri, to your point earlier, they've also lost to some very good COC teams. A loss to Republic, and that's a team the Cardinals will see later. Also a loss to Parkview. So not an unbeatable team, but a team the Cardinals are going to have to pay a lot of attention to.
Yes, sir. And as you were saying, I mean, they're battle-tested, as some people may say. I mean, when you go against Republic early in the year, I mean, Republic's one of those teams. I mean, it's them, it's Ozark, it's Webb City. They're at the top of their game for all 24 games that you play. And when you go against a team that's played the really good teams early, it's like how in football, when teams schedule harder teams or they schedule more ranked opponents earlier in the season, you're just trying to see where you're at as a team. And obviously Hillcrest is ready, but Webb City is also ready. So it's going to be a really good matchup tonight.
Well, we saw the addition of Joe DeGraffenried on Tuesday night, what a difference he can make on the floor. He's athletic, he can guard, he can shoot the three. Now, we didn't see all the best parts of Joe yet, but what do you expect as he begins to continue to add flavor to this Cardinal offense? What will they be able to do with his presence?
Well, they're going to be able to open up things up just a little bit more. Talk about defensively, he's tall, he's athletic, he's got some long arms. That's exactly what Coach Horn is looking for on the defensive side. He can jump so he can block some shots, and then, as you said, he can shoot the ball. I believe he shot 8 threes against Matt County. He only made 2 of them, but we know he's able to make them. So Coach Horn is going to be able to use his abilities, open things up, maybe call some different plays that maybe you can't call with guys like Slade Hurd or Holden Johnson.
Yeah, to your point, Cardinals will be without Slade Hurd one more night here, so good that you have DeGraffenried to step in and take care of business to the extent that he can. And we'll go ahead, and I had a chance earlier to talk to head coach Jason Horn, so let's go ahead and take another timeout here. Our countdown to tip-off brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RX in Webb City, and Hoo Hop Mongolian Grill. And we'll take you to the Coaches Show with Coach Jason Horn. Good evening, Cardinal fans. Welcome to tonight's Coaches Show. Scott Boudreau along with the head coach Jason Horn. Cardinals back home tonight after a solid win against Mack County. You bring in Hillcrest tonight, and another tough opponent, though. And here you go again. It's just part of the grind of this January season.
Yeah, we've got a challenging schedule, but that's by design. We want to challenge the kids during the season so we're ready for postseason play. Hillcrest has a really good team, very balanced. They're coming off of Kaminsky Classic Championship. Guard play is really strong. Of course, it's the 3rd year we've played them in this series, so we know we have our work cut out for us, but our kids have been looking forward to the game, and they know it's a district opponent, so it has, implications as we move into the playoffs.
When you come off a game like you do against the Mustangs, where a lot of different things were clicking, and you had, my recollection, 3, could have had 4 guys in double figures if you get all the scoring you wanted. But that's always the recipe for success on the offensive end, because then it complements what you're doing defensively.
Yeah, you want to be balanced. The more guys that you have that can score the basketball, I think the more successful you're going to be. Limits what the defense can key on. That probably looked more like I anticipated us to look as the season progresses. But again, we're fighting through some injuries. We start to get some people back, and I think that's going to continue to get better as we keep rolling.
When you talk about game planning for these guys in terms of what you're able to implement a month into the season versus where you were maybe a month ago, how does that progress in terms of your defenses, your offensive sets?
Well, we really try to break down what our opponent is doing and what we want to try to take away from our opponent. And we spend, depending on how many days we had to prepare, at least 2 days trying to get ready for that opponent and what they like to do offensively. And then as far as ourselves offensively, we try to look at what matchups maybe that we can exploit, how they're going to defend us if they're 1 pass away, 2 pass away, what type of defense it is, and you try to find the holes in their defense that you can attack. And you hope that the kids can, and our group's doing a good job that can continue to grow from a mental aspect of the game. They start thinking on a higher level, especially as you get ready to roll into February and understand some advanced concepts.
Finally, Coach, what are the keys to victory tonight for the Cardinals over the Hornets?
Well, we've got to do a good job of taking care of the basketball. I think we got a little loose with it in the Kaminsky tournament, had some uncharacteristic turnovers that cost us in a couple of games, and then we just have to be solid on the defensive glass. We're doing a good job of forcing turnovers. We've been hit and miss on our rebounding. I thought at Mack County we made a much more concerted effort to rebound the ball, and really the Saturday game at the Kaminsky, we did a pretty solid job there. If we can limit the turnovers, do a good job rebounding the basketball, that's going to help us get into transition and get some of those easy baskets. I think we'll have a chance to compete with these guys and maybe steal a victory.
Coach, good luck in tonight's ball game. We'll talk to you at halftime and after the game.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Body and Soul Transformation, located at 1703 Falcon Suite C in Webb City, is a 10,000 square foot, 24-hour fitness center and specialized personal training facility. They offer a variety of group fitness classes. They now accept silver sneakers and have classes for seniors. They also hold kids and youth events. They have something to offer everyone in the family and even have a kids zone for busy parents. Body and Soul Transformation in Webb City, 417-553-0757 or online at bodysoultransformation.com.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Good evening, Cardinal fans. Welcome to tonight's Coaches Show. Scott Boudreau along with the head coach Jason Horn. Cardinals back home tonight after a solid win against Mack County. You bring in Hillcrest tonight and another tough opponent, though, and here you go again. It's just part of the grind of
court. Wants to continue to see that level of execution grow, and then he wants to see that maturity of just knowing what to do when and taking care of the basketball. All those little things that add up to being a really good basketball team later in this season, Dimitri. As you see the Cardinals, how have you seen them grow?
I mean, like you said, maturity, but more importantly, it's been the leadership of Pace, the leadership of Keith, but it's been more than that. Your top scorers can't always be your leaders. Whether they're having an off night or a really good night, doesn't matter. Whether they're on the bench, it doesn't matter as well. You got to keep that energy, you got to keep the maturity, but all throughout the entire lineup. I mean, we saw in the JV game as well as they pulled away from that 1-point lead, made it 5 at the very end with some free throws. I mean, they stick to their fundamentals, they keep their maturity, they keep within each other, and as they call themselves a team, as a family. So they keep doing that, they're going to do really well.
Well, while we're thinking about some keys tonight, we'll tell you that our keys to winning are sponsored by Missouri Southern State University. Qualifying first-time freshmen are eligible for $20,000 in scholarships automatically at Missouri Southern State University. Learn more at mssu.edu/Moso Merit and apply today. And first, here's Dimitri with some keys for us tonight.
The key is got to be the fundamentals. You got to box out. It's what we've seen all year. You got to box out. You got to do little things. You got to shuffle your feet. Don't reach. And you got to be able to help each other when you're in the trap, whether you're in the zone or whether it's in man. You got to be able to communicate. So the fundamentals of what you do ever since you first learned how to pick up and dribble a basketball, and that's going to help them get over these Hornets here tonight.
And Will Hedrick, what are keys for you?
I got one key tonight, and that's on the court. Whenever we've seen a lot of height mismatches. Tonight, hopefully, won't be one of those nights outside of Javen Jones for the Hillcrest team. The heights are pretty similar, so you're going to have an athleticism matchup here. Webb City's just got to want it more.
It's the Cardinals and the Hillcrest Hornets here tonight from the Cardinal Dome. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with our starting lineups after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-thru, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Hoo Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Hoo Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Hoo Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
And welcome back to the Cardinal Dome here at Webb City High School. Our starting lineups brought to you tonight by Papa John's Pizza of Webb City and Reeves Tire and Automotive. First for the visiting Hillcrest Hornets, it'll be 6-foot senior Levi Romero, a 6'1" junior James Collins, a 5'10" sophomore Kyrie Simpson, a 6'6" sophomore Javen Jones, and a 6'2" senior Ethan Weaver. The head coach of the Hornets is Jordan Fielding. He's assisted by Roy Hardy, Sam Sawchak, Thomas Chadwick, and David Ellis. Their managers, Micah Huffman, Talon Story, Miles Holcomb, Sky Hoffbaum, Dexter Link, and Caleb Schull. Now the starting lineups for your Webb City Cardinals. A 6'2" senior, Joseph DeGraffenried. A 6' junior, Trey Turner. A 6' senior, Eli Pace. A 6' senior, Holton Keith. And a 6'2" junior, Dalton Riggs. The head coach of the Cardinals is Jason Horn. He's assisted by Jacob Strigley, Mackenzie Sams, Alex Pickett, and Colton McKee. Their managers are Jasmine Sanchez Travis, Hayden Johnson, Stella Collard, Daisy Pitsley, Emmy Bulger, Jaden Underwood, and Riley Thomas. Should be a great matchup here for the Cardinals and the Hillcrest Hornets. We'll see if the Cardinal student section is filed in here and should give the Cardinals a little extra boost here, maybe a little home cooking tonight. Dimitri, of course, these Hornets played over in Joplin, but you're always hoping the Cardinal Dome and the Cardinals atmosphere maybe gives the Cardinals just a little extra energy, a little extra edge playing in front of their home crowd.
Yes, sir. I mean, when you're in Southwest Missouri, you can't help but hear about the Cardinals. So when you're in the dome and all the soundboards on the top of the roof echo everything, I mean, it's legit. I mean, I remember we were here last year when they broke the three-point record. I mean, it was absolutely insane. So any bit of energy, whether it's a Trey Turner dunk, Eli Pace steal, it doesn't matter. Anything that gets the crowd going, it makes the team play better as well.
Well, you guys talked about some keys. I'll give you my key tonight, and I talked to these guys on Tuesday night down at Mack County, but I really believe 3 fouls or less has to be the number for both Eli Pace and Holton Keith, and for that matter, DeGraff and Reed and the other starters, particularly early in this ball game. Our officials for tonight's ball game: Mike Denbo, Mike Vining, and Nathan Doubledee. Nathan Doubledee is ready to throw up the pumpkin at center circle. It'll be Holton Keith against Jones, and we're underway, and Hillcrest controls the basketball. Romero has it top of the key. Cardinals in their 1-2-2 zone defense here to start the ball game. Spinning down the lane and driving through traffic. That was Weaver that time, and the Cardinals called for a foul early.
I love the aggressiveness that Coach Horn has started off with. I mean, it shows he has trust in his players, and the players have trust in him. His first shot is no good off the front rim, but they can't gamble. They have all the athleticism in the world, especially with Turner and DeGraff and Reed back, but they got to just move their feet and shovel. As we said, fundamentals, but you can't go anywhere without the fundamentals, especially in the COC.
Holton Keith with that first foul. Second free throw good, and the Hornets lead at 1-0. Eli Pace with the basketball for the Cardinals, calls out the play. Man-to-man defense by the Hornets. ISO for Holton Keith, loses the basketball and fouled on the reach that time. Levi Romero guilty of it. And that'll be an important aspect of this game, is just what amount of physicality the officials allow and how the Cardinals and Hornets adjust to it. Pace to throw it in from the sideline. Holton Keith hands it back to him. Now down the lane goes Keith. Pace and jumper from 15 is good. Cardinals lead it 2-1. One thing Coach Horn talked about in that coach's show is aggressively getting some shots, and quickly the other way come the Hornets, and Romero scores. It's 3-2 Hornets. Holton Keith down the lane, kicked it to Turner. He was cutting. Keith gets it back on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Pace. Inside to Riggs, but knocked away by Jones. And unless you're in front of Javen Jones, you're not going to catch that pass. And he can reach around you easily, as we just saw.
I mean, that's exactly what Will was saying in the pregame. I mean, they got to find certain angles. They're not going to be able to just jump around with these cats. So they got to be in the perfect spot at the perfect time.
In the backcourt with it was Turner. Nearly threw it away. Nice catch by Turner and recovers. Holton Keith wants to get down the lane. Puts it up, no good. No contact, and here comes Romero the other way. Quick push to Collins. And there's Romero inside for two. And Coach Horn has seen something that he wants to adjust. Cardinals get a timeout. With the Hornets leading 5-2, we'll take it with you. Back here in 30 seconds, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
To Foster back at our studios. Cardinals trail 5-2 with 6:23 left here in the first quarter. As Holton Keith will bring it up the floor for the Cardinals. Eli Pace in this early going, playing the wing, and they get a foul on a screen. Dalton Riggs called for contact on the screen, and Coach Horn wants a quick substitution as Holden Johnson will check in. And Holden Johnson had a nice night Tuesday down there at Mack County as well, putting up some points and just being aggressive as you need him to be defensively.
If he's going
Collins with it.
If he's going to shoot the ball like he did against Mack County, Scott, they're going to be really dangerous. That ability to stretch out the floor is really important.
Kick it out to Collins for three. Off the mark. Holden Keith with the rebound. Cardinals looking to run. Knocked away and gets it back to Pace. Pace one-on-one. Back cut by Holden Keith. Gets Jones in the air and puts it home. That's what you got to do against the 6'6 sophomore. Give him that pump fake. 5-4, the Cardinals trail by 1.
Keith showed a little bit of his seniority off right there. I mean, he got him in the air.
If you notice, the first dribble or two is very aggressive by these guys, so that's where you got to give them the space. That time Collins draws a foul on Joseph DeGraffenried. Third team foul on the Cardinals.
Well, this is where playing with your feet is of the utmost importance here. You can't be reaching with your arms.
Simpson gives it. Now they go to Collins. His shot off the mark. Javen Jones with the rebound. Gives it back inside. And an easy bucket that time for James Collins. There goes Holden Johnson down the lane. Gives it to Turner. Cut off there. Now the DeGraffenried. Kicks it out the Pace for three. It's good. And we're tied at 7 with 5 minutes left here in the first. Good ball movement by the Cardinals.
Absolutely, the ball movement, but it was even better the off-ball movement. Once you pass, you're not just standing around hoping the pass gets there. You pass with the trust in your teammate's going to catch, and he's in the right spot.
They tried to lob it inside, stolen by Johnson. Eli Pace kicks it out to DeGraffenried. Thought about the three, but saw Jones flying at him. Gives it back to Trey Turner. Like to see him get downhill off that fake. There's DeGraffenried for three. Off the bank, no good. Picked up by Romero. Coming the other way. Gets it to Collins. Now back to Romero. Over to Simpson on the right wing. Jones staying out of the paint and then dragging low late against this 1-2-2 trap. Here comes Simpson through the lane. Floater, no good. Picked up and put away, though, as Weaver scores off the errant shot.
Well, Scott, if you notice, nobody boxed out. The shot went up and everybody's head went straight to the rim. Nobody was boxing out.
Good point. Well, 9-7, Cardinals trail it. And now DeGraffenried down the lane. He scores. And they call a charge on Joseph DeGraffenried. Boy, that's where you'd love that college rule where you got that little circle in there. In high school, you can stand right under the basket. The guy runs over you. It's still a charging foul. So Cardinals remain at a 2-point deficit. A steal by Pace. Gives it up to Keith behind his back. And, boy, he got lucky there. He didn't know Javen Jones was coming. Bailed out by a foul.
Even then, Scott, I mean, he's just got to be able, he's past the volleyball line, settle it down, grab the ball with two hands and go up. It's at that point, it's a one-on-one, but you take that behind the back into the double team, it's almost a steal.
Pace tried to throw that little slip pass on the cut by Holton Keith. This is where the Cardinals have been very effective, their baseline out of bounds plays. Mason Young checked in for DeGraffenried after that second foul. They get it to Holton Keith. Inside he goes, layup good. And we're tied at 9.
Just like
that. He
that.
powered right through the contact.
Absolutely, just like that. And that's what he should have done the first time and not waste a couple of inbound plays, but that'll work right there.
Simpson with the basketball. And a reach by Turner, but he got away with it. And it went out of bounds off of Simpson. Great hustle play there. That trap is doing some things the Cardinals want, which is speeding up in the corners, particularly what the Hornets are trying to do. Pace calls the play out. Turner waiting for a curl back from Pace. Oh, he didn't get Holton Keith to travel all the way through. That's a read play And those two seniors are talking to each other right now, saying, my bad, I should have waited for the read. And Eli Pace and Holden Keith, good communication, understand what they want to do.
They just got to slow it down a little bit, Scott. I mean, they're getting in this man defense they're going up against, but it's not the deny that they saw last week. So the off-ball movement and off-ball screens have to be perfect.
Weaver trapped in the corner. Cardinals all over him, and a steal by Turner. Coming the other way against Jones, gives it off to Pace and blocked, but picked up by Holden Keith. He goes against Jones, gets him to commit, and gets the foul. They are going to continue to emphasize that, I promise you, during any of these timeouts. Coach Horn's going to keep talking about show them the ball fake when you get inside against Jones, get him in the air, and then take your shot or kick it out.
But the most important thing is, though, off that shot fake, everybody has to move towards the ball. As the first shot by Keith is good, they have to move. So the second eye shot fake, the whole defense is going to collapse. They got to be able to move, show their face, and hopefully that'll open up for a wide open three or cut to the basket.
Braxton Tyndall checks in for the Hornets for Javen Jones. Tyndall, a 5'10 junior. Second free throw by Holden Keith is good, and the Cardinals take their first lead of the night, 11-9. Collins inside to Weaver, now back out to Simpson for three, and Holden Johnson flew at him. And what he's got to do there is you can fly at him, but then you've got to avoid the contact at the last minute. Just cause the rush of the shot is all you're trying to do.
Oh, I mean, or you can just do a flyby. So you're just ducking underneath them, just causing at least a little bit of momentum. But it's the same thing we talked about in the pregame. It's got to be the fundamentals. You got to be able to slide and shuffle your feet and get out there.
He'll get two more free throws. He misses the first. A lot of quickness on this Hornet team, but Cardinals can match it. Just got to play smart. Second free throw, good.
It's like you said, Scott, it's that maturity. The Cardinals can't play fast. I mean, they've shown it for the past 9 years with Horn, but so can the Hornets as well. So it's just going to be a test of the leadership that both teams have here.
Our sponsors include Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Our Best Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center. We're tied at 11 after two of the three free throws made by the Hornets. Simpson, Trey Turner down the lane, spins, turns, shoots, and no good. Knocked out of the hands of Holden Keith. We go back to the Cardinals. Other sponsors include Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hop Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance and Financial Services. Eli Pace calls the lob, and pushed by Simpson was Holden Keith. That's great eye contact between Pace and Holden Keith. Other sponsors include the Big Nickel, ProLube Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs, Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Myers CPA, and Crowder College. Keith missed the first free throw, second one right through there, and the Cardinals retake the lead, 12-11. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Collins, cross court, they go to Simpson. Down the lane he goes, and stolen by Mason Young. Can he hang on? And it'll be a jump ball, and Cardinals will maintain the possession here. Young, the sophomore, doing a nice job fighting for the ball that time. Here comes Eli Pace with it. On the weave to Holden Keith. Down the lane he goes. And another floater is good. 14-11, the Cardinals lead. 9 points for Holden Keith in the early going. And a steal by Holden Johnson. He's got Keith ahead of him. Stops, pops, and off the bank. Great decision by Holden Johnson not to give up the basketball, but get under control to make the shot.
Absolutely. I mean, we'll harp on it for the rest of the night. It's just fundamentals. You learn jump stops when you're in the second grade, so that's one of the most important things.
16-11, the Cardinals lead. Romero loses it in the lane. Pace fighting for it with him. And it'll go back to the Hornets this time as Dalton Rigg checks in for Trey Turner. He'll grab a quick drink. 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Baseline out of bounds play. Romero to throw it in. In the corner to Simpson. Flying at him was Johnson that time, and Romero knocks it down. And a 30-second timeout called by the Hornets. They trail 16-14. We'll take it with you. The Cardinals, hold on here just a moment. Mike Denbo talking about something on the baseline, but we'll go ahead and take our 30-second timeout. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome. Cardinals lead at 16-14. A minute left here in the first quarter. A delay of game warning against Weaver for the Hornets after that basket. Holton Keith with it. Cross court to Johnson. And back to Keith on the right wing. Cardinals got to move. There's Holton Keith, another jumper in the lane. No good. Collins gets the rebound. Up the floor they come to Simpson. Dribbles through the lane. Lost his footing, but got it back. Weaver kicks it out to Romero, blocked, and picked up by Mason Young. He'll get it to Pace in the corner to Holton Keith. Cardinals playing with a fierceness right now defensively. And once again, another foul. Holton Keith got downhill and send him back to the free throw line for his 5th and 6th tries tonight. He's 3 for 4 so far.
And that's what they did in the Matt County game, Scott. I mean, they were able to get turnovers, especially in that trap. And when that trap's really on fire, it's hard to beat the Cardinals.
Holton Keith knocks in the free throw. 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. And second free throw, he gets the shooter's roll. 18-14, Cardinals lead it. They'll stay in their trap here. Cross-court pass to Romero. Back over to Simpson on the opposite wing. His three is good. He's got 2 in a row. 18-17, the Hornets close within 1 with 8 seconds and counting. Got to get a shot up if you're the Cardinals. Pace down the lane, loses it off his foot, and that's the end of the first quarter with the Cardinals leading 18-17. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back with more Cardinal basketball. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
17 over the Hillcrest Hornets. Your observation that first quarter, Dimitri?
I mean, they did a really good job defensively towards the first half of that first quarter, but at the very end, they're in a little bit softer version of that 2-on-2 trap, but they got to be able to be flying around in the back. Try to get some of those steals, but they can't gamble when it becomes on-ball defense. And defensively speaking as well, Hillcrest, they're aggressive. They want to go fast. An open court charge, I think that'd fire up the dome here and give them momentum they need to expand this lead.
Well, they found out Romero and Simpson are the ball handlers. Simpson knocking down a pair of threes in that first quarter. In fact, he's got 10 of the 17 for the Hornets. Holton Keith, 11 of the 18 for the Cardinals. Eli Pace, guarded by Collins. As they show a little 2-1-2 look here to the Hornets. Trey Turner to Pace for 3. It's good from the left wing. 21-17, the Cardinals lead it. Romero with the ball. Pace with 8 points here in this first half, and Weaver loses it out of bounds. That's what you have to do at that trap. Sometimes you show and then you back off, create the turnover right there.
Absolutely, and it's exactly what we say. I mean, there's a third defender on all around this red inside the wood. So if you can use that third defender, especially in a trap like what Coach Horn has been set up, I mean, that's absolutely perfect.
Turner to Young. Back to Turner. Now Pace inside. Turner for three. Short. Holton Keats started to grab it, had it knocked out of his hand. And he waited for that one to come down. I'd love to see him jump and just get the putback on the fly. Pace calling out the inbounds play for the Cardinals. A little box set here for the Cardinals. Open it up in at the elbows. Pace fakes and shoots off the mark. Holton Keith had to rebound, lost it, gets it back. And a tie up. It'll go back to the Hornets. The Pace had a good look there, and Holton Keith just couldn't hang on to the rebound.
He's got to be able to keep it high and tight, though, Sky. I mean, you got to be able to use those elbows legally, of course, as Holton tips the ball out of bounds, but he's got to be able to grab it and be able to pivot in there. And he's had 2 good looks. He's just got to be able to capitalize.
Great anticipation that time by Mason Young for the Cardinals. Knocked it out of bounds. Simpson gives it up, and Holden Johnson steals the errant pass. Here comes Eli Pace with it. Down the lane and stolen by Simpson, and then cut off by Pace. That was a frustration foul there. Pace wasn't happy that Kyrie Simpson, the 5'10 sophomore, stole the ball, and he said, I'm a senior, I'm going to steal it right back. He didn't, but he did get awarded a foul. They get it to Collins. In the lane is Simpson, loses it. Turner gives it to Johnson. Now give it up to Pace. Coming up the lane, kicks it out to Turner, back to Keith. Cardinals double team him, or Hornets did rather, and steal it. Here comes Simpson the other way. A little Euro step that time by Mr. Simpson. And again, you got to understand he's going 50 miles an hour there. There was little chance that shot was going in, even off the Euro step.
I mean, it is a really great move, Scott. I give credit all to him. But Simpson, every play, it's just like what we've been seeing for the past month. I mean, his first shot goes up and good. I mean, the CLC is fast. It's quick and it's physical. I mean, that's exactly what Simpson's been doing. He's been playing well. He's a sophomore. He's playing with confidence.
Knocks down the first free throw. And second one in there as well. Simpson now leads the Hornets with 12 points, 21-19. The Cardinals lead it with 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. It also tells you can back off of some other guys and don't let Simpson burn you. There's a three by Pace. Off the back iron, rebound, Holden Johnson puts it up for 2. He's got 4 on the night. 23-19, Cardinals lead. Simpson with the basketball, gets it to Romero. Now to Collins, cross court to go to Simpson for 3. It's good. You just absolutely cannot leave that young man right now. He's feeling good and he's also making them.
Absolutely, and he's just playing with confidence. It's just a sense of just he's aware, he's ready to roll, and he's playing well.
Johnson with it. Young down the baseline, had it knocked out of his hand. Oh, and they'll say back to the Hornets it goes. Cardinals lead 23-22. As the Hornets bring the basketball up the floor, Romero to Collins.
Scott, the Cardinals got to realize, though, offensively.
And stolen by Pace. Ahead to Holton Keith, and he lays it in for 2. Great steal that time by the Cardinals. Extend the lead back to 25-22 with 4:50 left. Here comes Simpson. Cut off by Johnson nicely. Got to stay on his right hand. Not allow that shot to go up. Inside to go to Collins. Bounced it off somebody's knee. Romero for three. No good. Rebound by Holton Keith. They'll give it up to Eli Pace. Gets downhill. Floater in the lane. No good. Javen Jones with the rebound, and silly foul there. He's coming back to the ground. You're probably not going to rip it out of the 6'6" Jones's hands. Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945, located at 108 North Main Street in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, call 673-1242 or online at rodrickinsuranceagency.com. Simpson for two. He's got 17 of the 24. 25-24. Cardinals still up by one. DeGraffenried back in there. Inside to Keith. Now back out to Pace. See what now a 2-3 zone by the Hornets. You got to go opposite here and show them a 3-2 look. There's an inside pass. Back out to DeGraffenried. And that's just too quick a pass. You got to wait for Dalton Riggs to find his eyes, and then if he's making that back cut, you can throw that pass.
They just got to get adjusted to the 2-3 zone. I mean, for the past probably 2 minutes, the Hornets have switched it up on them a little bit, but you need at least someone in the high post and the low block at all times, and you got to be able to spread out your wings. You got to have those zone busters we always talk about.
Romero inside to Jones. It hits the rim, and it was ripped out of DeGraffenried's hands and goes back to the Cardinals. Cardinals staying in the fight here despite the hot shooting of one Kyrie Simpson, who's got 17 for the Hornets. Riggs outside to Pace for three, top of the key, off the back iron, and DeGraffenried reaching for it. Fouled Braxton Tyndall, and DeGraffenried lasts about a minute. And he's back on the bench, having picked up another foul. His third. So he'll sit out the rest of the half. 3:11 left here in the first half. Cardinals still lead 25-24. Collins has it on the left wing. Back to Romero. Simpson for three. Short that time. Rebound by Jones, ripped out of there. Let's see if they get Riggs or Pace on this foul. If it's Pace, it'll be his third. And it is Eli Pace. So a couple of starters for the Cardinals pick up their third fouls here in this quarter. Coach Horn asking the official Mike Denbo something in particular about the contact down low. Mason Young will check in for Riggs. I think Riggs thought he was going out. It's got to be Pace, and it is. So that'll make Trey Turner a little bit more the ball handler right now. We saw some of that a couple of nights ago. Saw it on Saturday over at the Kaminsky.
Trey's got to be confident, though, Scott. I mean, he's a great ball handler, a great athlete, great basketball player. But if he's going to be handling the ball with Keith as well, I mean, they got to be confident. They can't have that one move. They got to have multiple off of it. But more importantly, in this 2-3 zone, they got to be able to swing the ball quickly as they switch to a man.
26-25, the Hornets have taken the lead. Cross-court pass to Turner, fake the shot. They'll kick it back out to Holton Keith. Holden Johnson with it. Cross court to Turner. That's the shot you want if he wants it. Holton Keith will drive down the lane. Left-hand layup, good. Cardinals retake the lead, 27-26. 2:18 left here in the first half.
It all started by ball movement, Scott, and it's an even better to get that one-on-one situation. And when you're one-on-one with Keith, I mean, that hesitation cross or whether it's a pump fake, I mean, it gets you in the air every time.
Romero to Collins for three. His shot no good. Good box out by Mason Young on Jones, and here comes Turner the other way. Settles it down and gives it to Holton Keith. Hornets. Now Turner with it again against Collins. Into Dalton Riggs. Kick it out to Holton Keith. See if they can free up Holden Johnson for a three. He's a capable shooter as well. There's Holton Keith for three. It's good. Kind of felt like they needed a three to open it up against that zone. 30-26. Cardinals lead it with 1:28 left in the quarter.
That'll work right there, Scott. I mean, Keith's got 18 in the first half, and the three-point shot for the Cardinals as well as hitting. So they have no choice for the Hornets but to get out the zone, or they're going to keep getting beat out the outside.
There's a backdoor lob to Jones. He missed the dunk, and the Cardinals get the rebound. 1:10 left here in the first quarter, and Turner calls out the play. Holton Keith with Mason Young at the free throw line. Simpson met Keith out. Turner down the lane looking for the jam, and he's fouled. And boy, did he want that. We saw a similar play the other night, Will, down at Mack County.
Yeah, no, he's not intimidated by anybody taller than him. I mean, Jones is 6'6", and Trey Turner went right at him. No fear whatsoever.
And let's see who they get the foul on. That's the third foul now on Javen Jones. So the Cardinals exchanged the favor. A couple of Cardinals with 3 fouls, and now the big man for the Hornets in some foul trouble with 3.
Like we mentioned in the pregame show, Scott, I mean, like it's Trey Turner dunk, I mean, that gets the crowd going. I know he missed that one, but the show no fear mentality in him is great.
Second free throw good, and the Cardinals take a 31-26 lead inside a minute here in the first half. Simpson with the basketball to Romero. Cardinals soften that trap a bit, but still in that zone. Now Simpson gets it back top of the key. Over to Collins. Got to find where Simpson lands. There's Tyndall with it. Now to Romero. Inside to go to Simpson. Back to Romero. In the corners, Weaver. They nearly dribbled out of bounds. Romero cross court to Collins. Now to Simpson up top, 16 seconds left. Romero down the lane, challenged by Riggs, and he gets the bucket. Good job by Riggs not to foul there, though. Here comes Turner with it, behind the back, kicks it out to Holden Johnson. At the free throw line, Riggs fakes, goes to the hole, and it rims out at the half. It's the Webb City Cardinals 31, the Hillcrest Hornets 28. We'll come back with our halftime show brought to you by Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. After this, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. Back here in 3 minutes.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Huhat Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at huhat.com.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and we're recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Isn't it a terrible thing to be lost? No matter how on track you may think your life is, eventually, we all realize we're lost. Jesus told us that He was the way, the truth, and the light. If you would like to speak to someone right now about finding your way in life through a relationship with Jesus Christ, just call us at 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us at chataboutjesus.com.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
And we welcome you back to the Webb City High School. We're at the Cardinal Dome tonight. Cardinals lead the Hillcrest Hornets 31-28 as a back-and-forth first quarter, and Hillcrest took a lead here with a couple minutes to go, but I thought the way the Cardinals finished the quarter indicative of their resilience right now. They're not intimidated by this Hornets ball club.
Absolutely. I mean, the defensive pressure has been well enough. A couple times we've seen Simpson with 17. He's beat him a little bit, but they haven't backed down. And offensively, they just got better over the course of the first half. The ball movement got better. The ball handling got better. And just attacking the basket as an entire team got a lot better as well, Scott.
Well, and we'll give you some of those first half statistics here, courtesy of our good friend Tim Workman. And as you look at it, overall, the Cardinals shooting 50%, the Hornets shooting 56%. Importantly for the Cardinals, how about this number? 3 for 7 from three-point line. That's a good number, because if they could hit 3 or 4 more in the second half, that 6 or 7 number is a number they'd like to get to. And we know DeGraffenried only took the 1 3. He's capable of knocking them down. The pace was 2 for 4, and Holton Keith knocked one down as well. For the Cardinals, on the rebounding side of things, Hillcrest Hornets with 8, the Cardinals with 8 as well, so pretty even there. Turnovers, Cardinals had 8, the Hillcrest Hornets had 12. That's been the difference in every game that they've won this year. They're winning the turnover battle and staying even or close to even on the rebounding side of things.
And it's just the physical aspect, as Will was talking about in the pregame. I mean, you got to be able to box out those taller, more physical dudes. And defensively, I mean, you can tell Coach Horn is a defensive-minded coach. I mean, he wants to get after people. He wants to trap. He wants to get those long steals and go turn them into points. So if you're going to be that kind of team, especially in the COC, I mean, this is what you got to bring every night in and night day.
Hornets were 7 for 9 at the free throw line. Cardinals 6 for 8, so another good stat there for the Cardinals, and you got to shoot like that the rest of the game as well. We'll go ahead and take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll come back and have a quick talk with head coach Jason Horn as we head to the second half. Back with more Cardinal basketball on the KDO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and we're recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Welcome back to Webb City Dome. 50 seconds remaining left in the half. We await Coach Horn's interview down with Scott Boudreau on the sideline. But Dimitri, as we were talking about earlier about free throws, which have been really big today, in a close game, free throws are going to be pretty important.
Absolutely, and I mean, it's just the little things that you got to do to win basketball games. As we'll take it to Scott.
Coach, biggest adjustment you want to see as you go this second half?
Got to stop fouling. Got to play clean, and we got to get to the free throw line. We got to make them foul us.
Coach, good luck here in the second half. And Cardinals lead by 3, 31-28 as we head to the second half. And you heard it there. We talked about the two guys in foul trouble, Joe DeGraffenried and Eli Pace. So we'll see how this third quarter unfolds and see if the Cardinals can continue to apply the pressure they have and create some turnovers without fouling, as Holden Keith has the basketball for the Cardinals and gives it up to Eli Pace and calls out the play for him. Holden Johnson got the start here in the second half, and Trey Turner on the catch was fouled. Sideline out of bounds play for the Cardinals. Eli Pace on the handoff. This is a tough team to run that backdoor lob, although both teams making some second half adjustments. Jones not starting for the Hornets. Johnson trapped in the corner, gets it to Pace. Triple team, somebody's got to be open. And Coach Horn wants a quick timeout here as the Cardinals adjust there. Boy, you've got to take advantage of every possession, and Cardinals allowing themselves to be the team that got trapped that time.
I mean, they're just beating themselves, Scott. I mean, they're causing themselves turnovers. They're putting up bad shots, but they got to be as consistent as they were towards the end of that first half and into the first quarter as well. I mean, they cannot beat themselves, especially with Simpson on fire and especially with his teammates backing him up with doing the great fundamentals. I mean, they're denying screens. They're running into the screener. They're putting a forearm in the cutter. I mean, they're all over the place. So this Hillcrest team is going to be a tough one to knock off.
Coach Horn calls out the baseline out of bounds play here for the Cardinals. They get a lob to Turner, and it was too high, and he lost it. Here comes Tyndall with it for the Hornets. Gives it to Collins, and knocked out of bounds by Turner. That was the right play, and Turner in perfect position for that lob. You can't overthrow him, but they did. Here comes Collins down the lane, knocked away. Cardinals steal it. Pace with the basketball. Challenging Collins all the way to the cup, and he was fouled. Coach Horn wants a quick word with Trey Turner. Talking about probably that out of bounds play, just positioning where you take the screen, where you want to end up if you're catching that lob. Pace with free throw.
And
no good.
Possibly, Scott. He's probably talking to him if it's out of reach with how athletic he is and how athletic he's become. I mean, if you can't go get it, just go get it with two hands and secure it like a rebound.
Second free throw good, and the Cardinals lead at 32-28. Here comes Romero with the basketball to Simpson. Back to Romero. Now they get across the timeline. Cross court to Collins. Guarded there by Turner and Johnson. Now Romero trapped by Holton Keith and Turner. They try to throw it off Turner, and Holton Keith picks up the loose ball. He'll come the other way, under control against Simpson. Tries to drive baseline. Gives it to Turner. Down the lane he goes. Kicks it out to Pace for three. It's good. And that was a nice adjustment by Pace. The catch was on the floor, but he still got into his shooting motion. He's got 12 on the night. 35-28 the Cardinals lead.
It just tells you how confident Pace is playing. I mean, he's playing well defensively and offensively as well.
And there's Simpson with another three. Weaver with the rebound. Again, that box out will got to have it. They had it from this near side, but didn't have it on the back side of the play.
Yeah, no, it's really important that whenever you see the shot go up, in your mind, you've got to think box out first and ball second. Granted, it's a close second, but it's still second.
Weaver will go to the free throw line for two shots here. We'll tell you about some of our sponsors. Snodgrass Collision Center is honored to serve the area and support our local schools located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin. They specialize in complete body and frame repair, four-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game. 35-30 as the Hornets get on the board here in the second half. 6 minutes to go, and Pace calling out the instructions. There's Turner on the curl. Up top to Young. There's a backdoor look. Now back up top to Holton Keith. Nearly lost it. Holden Johnson kicks it to Young. Back to Johnson. Three no good, but Johnson gets his own rebound and a putback attempt. And without Jones in there, offensive boards are going to be available.
I mean, and it's the same thing for both teams. They got to be able to box out. You have to be able to box out the shooter. I mean, and Johnson was able to follow the shot, felt it wasn't good, and went and got the rebound, and now he's up for two free throws.
Johnson knocks down the first one. What I love about shooters, and Johnson had 4 in that first half, knocks down that first free throw, but he's capable of an inside-out game because he's tall enough at 6'2" to do some damage inside. Second free throw good, but he's a capable three-point shooter as well. Not surprising to see him go 2 for 2 there. 37-30 the Cardinals lead. Simpson back to Romero, now to Collins. He nearly walked with it. Young picks it up and gives it to Pace. Triple teamed, and he'll clear the air, get it inside to Mason Young. Jones in there. Young puts up the shot, and Jones affected that one. They get it up court to Collins, and a walk by Weaver.
And Collins will come out of the ball game in favor of Braxton Tyndall for the Hornets. Young checks out and Dalton Riggs back in. I didn't mind the fact that Mason Young challenged Jones on that previous play. You get his fourth foul, it'd be money for the Cardinals. Trey Turner calls out the play.
Like
now
you said,
Pace
Scott,
has it.
He just can't waste his dribble before he goes to put up that shot fake. He's got to be able to shot fake without that dribble.
There's the backdoor lob, and the Hornets were ready for it because Jones and Romero both dropped down to try to stop Turner. Couldn't get a clean catch. They've struggled with that backdoor lob the last couple of games, but something that you got to keep working on. If you work on it in practice, you've got to make some attempts at it.
I think, Scott, it's one of Coach Horn's favorite plays. I think if he had the look every time, I think he'd run it every time until someone tells him to stop. I mean, he's got the athletes for it. He's got the playmakers for it. It's just a matter of the timing of it.
Turner spins, gets in the lane outside to Johnson, and he's pushed. We're seeing a couple of guys on the floor. The Cardinals have a distinct advantage quickness-wise, and they're turning the corner and causing, that time, Tyndall to foul.
Like you said, Scott, it's the speed and the quickness, but it's the guard play as well. The ball handling by Pace, Keith, and Turner tonight has been amazing.
They kick it out to Turner on the inbounds. He wants to set up a play against Weaver. He could take him one-on-one. Holton Keith with it now against Simpson. Down the lane he goes. And they're going to say a foul on the floor. They're going to give it to Simpson, his second. Holton Keith saying, was I shooting? No, but it's the 5th team foul anyway, so either way, you're going to the free throw line, young man, and see if he continues his prowess there that he had in the first half. Misses the first.
And Scott, I don't know if you can hear, but the Hillcrest fans right here in front of us, they're not too happy about that foul.
That was a lot of muscle, and Holton Keith barely gets the front of the rim that time. Rolled it off the end of his finger instead of flipping it forward. There's Romero with a cross-court pass to Tyndall. Back to Romero. Cardinals nearly had that one. They're not letting Simpson touch it much. There's Romero for 3 off the back iron. And Jones with the rebound. They got a foul underneath. And they'll get this one on Dalton Riggs, his second. And Mason Young set to check in along with Joe DeGraff and Reed. They'll replace Johnson and Riggs. Cardinals want to show a 1-3-1 look against this inbounds play. Romero taking his time, maybe a 5-second call. Instead, a steal by the Cardinals. Pace comes up with it as Mason Young twisted his ankle after the catch and went to the ground. Holton Keith kicks it out to Pace. Now to Turner on the weave, and I don't know who Turner was throwing to. Holden Johnson going to come right back in. That looked bad as far as Mason Young twisting his ankle, and good news for the Cardinals. They've got excellent trainers. Collins tied up by Johnson and Turner, and a timeout called by the Hornets. With the Cardinals leading 37-30, we'll take it with you back here in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Hoo-Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at hoohot.com.
Webb City High School here at the Cardinal Dome.
It's the Cardinals and the Hillcrest Hornets. Cardinals lead 37-30. 3:32 left here in the third quarter. Scott Boudreau along with Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick. Roberta Foster back at our studios. We'll tell you that proudly supporting the Cardinals is Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. BDR provides payroll, bookkeeping, and bill payment services for churches and small businesses. Baker Davis Roderick, located at 920 East 15th Street in Joplin. For more information, call 782-0829 or online at bdrcpas.com. Hornets with the basketball. Simpson to Romero. Now he overthrows Collins on the opposite end. And Romero's going to come out of the ball game. Tyndall right back in. And supporting Webb City Cardinals athletics is Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. They offer flower bouquets for all occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, and funerals. Find out more about Webb City Florist and Greenhouse at 673-3780.
And as Heath goes to the bucket, it's good and one. He'll go to the free throw line as the Cardinals now with a 9-point lead. And that's another thing that they should do with 3 minutes. They're in the bonus here. You can really take advantage right now as that's the 6th team foul for Hillcrest this quarter.
Absolutely, Will. I mean, it's especially when you have bigger bodies in there like DeGraff and Reed and Turner and Pace and literally this whole starting five on the floor right now. When you got those bigger bodies more aggressive and can handle the ball well, I mean, you're in the bonus. And basketball, the bonus last quarter is not halves as we see in more professional leagues. So you just got to go take advantage of it. I mean, the Cardinals only got 2 team fouls. I mean, Pace and DeGraff and Reed, they have 3, but you got 2 more, or at least 1 more to burn. So might as well go match the physicality that the Hornets have been bringing tonight.
Yeah, as Hillcrest, 2 players with 3 fouls, 2 players with 2 fouls. You can attack them, maybe get them in some foul trouble before the fourth quarter starts. Keith's free throw is up, and it rattles in. Cardinals now up by 10, 3:08 left to go in the third.
And what you want to see right here, Will, is just you got to have a good defensive possession right here. I mean, you can't get fouled. You can't draw a foul. You just got to be able to play smart. You got to, like we were saying earlier, the transition has to be smooth. You got to be able to move your feet and maybe cause a turnover as
and it's
Johnson
a steal.
gets a steal.
Here's Keith to the bucket. He goes for the dunk, and it goes in. Oh, man, he tried that last game against Matt County.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to get one, but a good touch right there as now Simmons goes across to Collins, guarded by now Keith.
I
goes
think
down inside.
I think Coach Horn, if Keith misses that, would have turned him into a track star. I think he would have been running on this court for days.
Weaver, and now rebounded by, and it was Jones who got the rebound off Weaver's missed shot. Jones was fouled. It's going to be a foul on Holden Johnson, his second. Jones now to the line, and something interesting that we've seen all game, Hillcrest is not putting anybody down here for the free throws. Now, whether that's just kind of they get a break sort of thing, or maybe they're just that confident in their free throw shooters to go on ahead and make them. But they have not been contesting any of the missed free throws.
It's a little bit of both. Well, I mean, it's also just kind of just like as the second free throw goes down, it's just kind of confidence boosting as you see the Hornets going a little bit of a man 94 feet. I'll see who's better on an island. But it's a confidence booster, Will. I mean, to see that from your teammates, see that from your coach, it's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of opportunity as well.
And now we've got an offensive foul on the Cardinals. We'll see who they give it to. It's going to be on Joseph DeGraffenried. That's his 4th. Probably, yeah, he'll check out now. Dalton Riggs coming in.
You know, Will, we talked about it on Tuesday night that the adjustment to timing would be an issue offensively. I think what we're seeing tonight is the adjustment to timing defensively has been an issue, especially against a quicker team like you have in the Hornets. And that time, again, he has him trapped. Simpson's going nowhere. All you got to do is back off and let the out-of-bounds line create the turnover. Instead, a bump there by Holton Keith. And that'll be his 3rd foul, I believe. As Simpson will go the free throw line. Cardinals leading 42-32 with 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. And Simpson is yet to score in this half after pouring in 17 in that first half. I suggested to you maybe he would go cold in the second half, but of course there's still a quarter and more to play.
But not only, he hasn't gone cold, Scott. He's at the free throw line for 2, but I think Coach Horn may have heard you. I mean, they've been shutting him down. His second free throw is nothing but good, but I mean, I think Coach Horn heard you. I mean, they put 2 on him. I mean, they've denied him no matter the pressure, no matter the defense. I mean, they've absolutely just tried to deny him, and they've been getting physical with him as well. And I think that's taking a little toll on the Hornets.
Holden Johnson with a jumper, no good. Jones with the rebound for the Hornets. And Tyndall with it, gives it back to Weaver. Trapped at midcourt line, now to Simpson, trying to get down the lane. Young chasing. Weaver down the lane, challenged by Johnson, but he gets it home on a little floater that time. Back within 6, 42-36. Cardinals lead it with 1:25 left here in the third. Trey Turner guarded by Collins. And good jump stop there. Holden Johnson down the lane, ripped away by Tyndall. And the Cardinals maybe just taking it a little too deep sometimes. Here comes Simpson the other way. And Holden Johnson fouls him. It'll be his third.
Oh, I think they gave it to Pace.
Oh, check that. It is on Eli Pace. I thought Holden Johnson was the one waiting for him. Holton Keith set to check in for the Cardinals. And Simpson knocks down the free throw. Now got 20 points on the night.
He's finding a way, Scott. I mean,
well, and that's what good players do. They get downhill, get to the cup, or get to the free throw line. If you're not giving them that outside shot, still I'd take 2 over 3 that he was making in that first half. Dalton Riggs rebounds the missed second free throw. 42-37, and the Hornets have climbed within 5 on a little 5-0 run now. Holton Keith, guarded by Simpson, gets downhill, challenges Jones, who never came to him, so he just put up the floater. And 44-37, Cardinals extend the lead one more time, and let's see this time as Weaver got downhill. On these drives, I just think you can't let him get that deep.
Absolutely, but I mean, if you're Johnson right there, you just got to take the charge. I mean, he kind of shied away with his shoulder, but if you're going to take that charge, you got to stand in there strong and you got to sell it. I mean, it's just one of those things that nobody wants to do, but someone has to do it.
Pace and DeGraffenried on the bench for the Cardinals with 4 fouls apiece. Slade Hurd not in action tonight, so these 5 on the floor for the Cardinals have got to hold steady here as Weaver knocked down the first. Second free throw good as well. He's got 9, second leading scorer for the Hornets. 44-39 with 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Holton Keith waving everybody off, and a reach foul by Tyndall. He wanted to clear out. He is not scared to try to split a double team. And he'll go back to the free throw line for 2. He's got to knock him down. He's got 25 leading the way for the Cardinals.
And that's been the strength of the Cardinals and the strength of Keith's game this year. I mean, last year he wasn't the primary ball handler as his first shot rolls in and out, but last year he wasn't the primary ball handler or maybe even the second option, but he came in sometimes when he was the third, maybe when someone was in foul trouble. But this year he's one of the primary ball handlers, and he's been able to show that by his offseason work. And if he has to split a double team, I mean, he absolutely will and go get a bucket.
Second free throw good. Cardinals lead at 45-39 inside 20 seconds to go here in the third. Collins to Simpson for 3. Shot is long, tapped out by Riggs. Simpson gets it back in the lane, and no good. This time Riggs with the rebound. And fighting a couple of Hornets, Weaver and Simpson. And it'll be a third foul on Simpson. And that's preferable for the Cardinals, not for the
Hornets because Weaver has no fouls so far, which is advantage Cardinals. Dalton Riggs, normally an excellent free throw shooter, misses that first free throw and misses the other one, but they get the rebound. And Turner inside. He's got to take that shot.
Absolutely.
He was right at the elbow, and nobody's going to challenge him vertically if he goes up in the air and just takes that normal little shot. But you appreciate the unselfishness, and I think you can't ever knock unselfishness, but you also want to say, hey, that's a good shot for you. And that's the end of the third quarter. The Cardinals leading 45-39. We'll be back here with fourth quarter action after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. Back here in 30 seconds.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
And we welcome you back to Webb City High School. We're at the Cardinal Dome with the Cardinals leading the Hillcrest Hornets 45-39. The Cardinals led 31-28 at the half, and I thought did a good job offensively in that quarter, putting up 14. They allow 11 to the Hornets. So a little bit of back and forth, but you maintain that margin. This fourth quarter, you got to get back to the basics one more time, though. And I say this about a lot of fourth quarters, but this may be one of those. You're going to have to win at the free throw line. It means keeping the Hornets off the free throw line, and Cardinals got to knock down their shots.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And they got to do the exact same thing they did in the third quarter. Don't change it. I mean, the game plan's right there. I mean, as they say, the proof's in the pudding. You got to shut down Simpson. He's eager. He's ready to shoot. I mean, if you're going to be in this zone, they're 100% going to try and find a shot for him off a screen.
They get inside to Jones, and he gets an easy two. Just 6 points for Javen Jones, who's been in foul trouble most of the night. He's got 3. Here comes Turner with it for the Cardinals. Pace and DeGraff and Reed will stay on the bench to start this fourth. Dalton Riggs down the baseline, fakes, kicks it out to Holden Johnson. Cross court to Holton Keith, shoots the 3 right in Simpson's face. 48-41, no hesitation there. Simpson comes the other way, has to kick it out to Romero. 48-41, the Cardinals lead.
That's what you like to see. I mean, he's the leader out there. I mean, he's the leading scorer as well.
Romero answers with a 3 for the Hornets. 48-44. 7 minutes left here in the fourth. Holton Keith to Riggs. They bounce it inside. And a foul from behind by Weaver, his first. He's a physical player, surprised. He tried to pull the chair that time on Mason Young, but I think there was a reach around there. Holton Keith to throw it in. Oh, they slip it into Riggs. He puts it up with the left hand and good. He had no chance of making that with the right hand.
I mean, Scott, I know you're cheesing right now. I mean, that's a left-handed hook. I mean, that's your bread and butter, but that's who Riggs needs to be. That's his role. He needs to be one of those players that it kind of hurts when you go up against him, and he's done a great job of that tonight.
Simpson shot challenged, missed. Holden Johnson chases the rebound, comes up with it, and they call him on the rollover for a walk, but you can't show any more hustle than what Holden Johnson just did. That's going to come back tomorrow and the next day when they look at this film as a play that they want to see more of, because Holden Johnson, very capable of that kind of play. There's a 3 by Collins, off the mark and rebound by Johnson. He'll get it to Holton Keith. Cardinals lead it 50-44. Holton Keith against Collins, who slipped, putting up the shot no good. Mason Young the rebound. Riggs for three. It's good! Fearless Dalton Riggs that time. Here come the Hornets the other way. Jones in the lane. No good. Rebound by Holton Keith. The Cardinals lead 53-44. And an excited crowd, excited bench. And a timeout called by the Cardinals. We'll take it with you back here in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome. Scott Boudreau along with Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick. And guys, in the last 35 seconds of play, we witnessed some explosion here by the Cardinals.
I mean, Will said it best. I mean, that was probably some of the best 30 seconds of basketball we've seen tonight. And that may not be the largest crowd, but as I said, when stuff bounces off these walls, I mean, it's electric. I mean, Rick stepped into that shot with pure confidence and it just looked like pure butter. I mean, you see Holden diving on the floor. I mean, all around. These guys, I mean, they're not the most 20-point. They're not putting up 30 a night, but they're doing the dirty work for the Cardinals tonight, and it's showing right here.
Holden Johnson with 6 for the Cardinals. Dalton Riggs has the last 5, and all 5 of his points coming in the last 30 seconds. And Holden Johnson will give it back to Trey Turner in the backcourt against Collins. Now they need to get it across here. Holton Keith with the basketball. Play called out by, they wanted the lob, I think, that time. Holton Keith looked at it late. He would have had Trey Turner on the backside. It's the second team foul on the Hornets in this quarter. So Holton Keith to throw it in. They get it into Turner. Collins on him. And he needs to get downhill here. Mason Young will get downhill. Challenges Jones and plays it in. Used his body. More importantly, he used that arm to keep it away and then put it off the glass for 2. 55-44, the Cardinals' largest lead of the night, I believe, at 11. And a timeout called on the floor by the Hornets head coach Fielding. So we'll take it with you back here in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome here at Webb City High School. Scott Boudreau along with Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick. Cardinals have extended what was a 4-point lead to an 11-point lead, 55-44. Backside is Collins for 2 on a nice feed cross court from Romero. Now Trey Turner being guarded man-to-man by Collins. 55-46, 4:50 left here in the fourth. Riggs on the weave is Holton Keith. Shot from the elbow, just rolls out, knocked away by Mason Young. Simpson picks up the loose ball. Gets it to Romero. Just got to keep him off the 3 line. There's Weaver from the free throw line, no good. Rebound by Holden Johnson and knocked into the hands of Trey Turner. They get it to Holden Johnson, now back to Holton Keith. He's got to keep his teammates involved. Inside and stolen by Weaver. That's a Dalton Riggs going to check out. Eli Pace going to check back in. And I said to you during the break, Dimitri, but Eli Pace, your senior, got to be your closer right now with 4:13 left. Got to help his teammates.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And he's another ball handler, another hot shooter as ball gets thrown away, but stolen back by Trey Turner. I mean, he's got to be able to set up the offense. He's coming off the bench. He's got to be calm. He's got to be collected. He's well rested. So there's no excuse for him right now not to give it his all in these last 4 minutes.
You got to continue to look for his shot as well as he did in the first half. And now a foul as Romero tried to take it away. And Coach Horn talking about that baseline out of bounds play. You can't give it to Holton Keith on the cut every time. You got to find the other options.
I mean, Scott, I think they're trying to get him 30 right here, but they got to think about the more important goal, though.
See if they run the backdoor lob here. Eli Pace gets the basketball back. Simpson guarding him. Turns, gives it to Holton Keith. Down the lane he goes. Fakes, puts it up, and it rattles out. Got his own rebound and missed the second shot. He wanted a foul. Simpson has it for the Hornets. He loses the basketball and tied up by Holton Keith. Lost his footing, and Johnny on the spot right there, Holton Keith.
Like we've been talking about this entire second half, Coach Horn's done a great job adjusting to Simpson and adjusting Simpson's game, and he's a sophomore, so maybe that's not something they expected the most of, but he's playing well tonight, and defensively they're playing even better, and they've shut him down this entire second half, and it's really expanded to this 9-point lead.
They want to run a little fist action, which is their dribble drive offense. There goes Turner down the lane, spins in the middle of the lane, back out to Pace. See if he can get down the lane. Now kicks it to Holton Keith. Turns, spins against Jones, just missed it again, and knocked out of bounds by Mason Young. That's 2 point-blank shots that Holton Keith had just roll out for him. The lead stays 55-46. 3:06 left here in the fourth. A near steal by Turner. Simpson's open for three. It's short. Knocked out of bounds by Weaver. You didn't like the open shot by Simpson, but it was a quick shot, and that was advantage Cardinals. Holton Keith a nice, and now Pace throws it away on the inbounds. And an easy two for Simpson. 55-48, can't be sloppy. 2:48 left here in the contest. You can wind some time here if you're the Cardinals. There is no rush to get a shot. There's Pace. Holton Keith for three. No good, and here comes Simpson. He carried the basketball. No call there. Cardinals, Romero for three. And rebound Collins. Now Simpson has it in the lane for two. No good. And I think Jones cleared out Holden Johnson that time. And that'll be his fourth. Cardinals living dangerously, though. With a 7-point lead, you just have to take care of the basketball. Take the best shot you can. It doesn't have to be the first shot. Turner had Collins holding him, and now Turner will go to the free throw line. And I said this would come down to free throw shooting. And we check Trey Turner from the free throw line. He's the second of the two starters for the Cardinals that need some improvement in that area.
To put it lightly.
He's only shot 11 free throws on the year. And he's too good an overall player and shooter not to be effective at the free throw line. Misses the first. Cardinals led by 11. Now lead by just 7. 2:08 left. Turner's second free throw, in and out. Here comes Simpson with it for the Hornets. Double teamed there, now to Weaver. Double teamed by Young and Pace. Now Tyndall gets it. And he swings it to Simpson, inside to go to Jones. And an easy layup, 55-50, a minute 47 left. And Pace with the basketball. Got to get it up the floor if you're the Cardinals.
and then be patient offensively. 5-point lead. I'd like to see some weave action, I think, out of that once they get across half court, Dimitri.
I mean, yeah, but they don't have to push the tempo as well. I mean, one thing about the state of Missouri is there's no shot clock in high school basketball. So if you want to hold that ball as long as you can, you absolutely can. But you got to be able to move it, and the off-ball movement has to be better. You can't leave people on an island.
First free throw by Holton Keith, no good. He's had a colder second half from the free throw line. He's got an important one coming up here to make it that much harder on the Hornets to catch up. Second free throw, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts up a wild shot. Again, just pull it out. You didn't need to shoot that. Simpson to Romero. Trapped there by Holton Keith. Weaver gets it against Johnson. His shot no good. Tip no good. And I thought they'd get a tie up there between Weaver and Pace. I think they're going to get Pace for his fifth.
That'll foul him out.
Cardinals will bring in Joe DeGraffenreid. It's just the first team foul of the quarter on the Cardinals. They lead by 5 with 1:17 left. And stolen by Turner. Now you need to wind some clock. Back to Turner. Goes down the lane, kick it out. Johnson for 3, in and out. DeGraffenreid. And a timeout called. I promise you, Coach Horn's going to say to a couple of these guys, we do not need to shoot a 3 right now. You don't mind the wide open look, but it's just time and score. We'll keep it here and tell you about some of our sponsors. Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency, proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945, located at 108 North Main Street in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, call 673-1242 or online at rodrickinsuranceagency.com. You can download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. Our sponsors include Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, and the music trying to pump up this Cardinal crowd for the last minute and 4 seconds. You can't play timid right now. I don't mean sit on the basketball, but just play good basketball. Get the good looks, get the wide open shots, or make sure you get fouled going to the hoop. Cardinals will have an inbounds play from the baseline. Mike Vining holding up traffic right now. One of the Hornets players may have had to retrieve a mouthpiece or something. Now they're ready. Holton Keith got a flat line set here for the Cardinals. They get it into Holden Johnson, out to Trey Turner, and they foul him right away. Trey Turner 0 for 2 last time he was at the line just a minute ago. He needs to knock a pair down here, and that would go a long way towards putting this game away with exactly a minute to go.
It'll boost not only Trey's confidence, but the entire team's confidence as well. As the first shot rolls out to the right, he's got to be able to knock at least one down right here and make it at least a solid two-possession game. But it's got to improve the confidence, and it's got to improve the confidence as a team as well.
Deep breath by Turner, takes 3 dribbles. Flips it up and in, 56-50, the Cardinals lead it. Now just run them off the three-point line. Cardinals will show the 1-2-2 half-court press. Simpson with it all the way down the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Tyndall, he was fouled. And they're going to get Joseph DeGraffenreid with his 5th. Cardinals have a pair of starters tonight that have sat longer than you would want, talking about DeGraffenreid and Pace, but
again, everybody else contributing, and so you're making up for that. And the free throw rattles in for Braxton Tyndall. 56-51, 49 seconds left.
They've not only contributed, Scott, but this has been the most efficient and effective night for this group today, as the second free throw is no good.
And a quick foul by Weaver on Holton Keith. And sometimes you don't know how prophetic you can be behind this mic, but I said it would take free throws. Cardinals knocked down a couple more here, get it to that 3-possession game. Holton Keith puts it in there. He's got 30 points on the night.
I think he'll play a little bit more relaxed now. I think the past 4 shots have been, oh, I got to get 30, I got to get 30. But you just got to go back to the fundamentals. I mean, you learn how to shoot a free throw in about 3rd grade.
There's the second free throw, 58-51. Now Cardinals need to guard without fouling. Timpson in the backcourt, trapped by Holton Keith and Turner. And gets it to Weaver, cut off there. Cardinals knock it away. And who wants it? Holton Keith comes up with it. And a timeout called by the Cardinals. Excellent job there by Coach Horn as soon as his ball club got possession. We'll take a 30-second timeout with you. Back here with more Cardinal basketball after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
We're very good at complicating what it means to follow Jesus. We create formulas, steps, laws, roads, and fundamentals. Jesus' call was clear and simple. Follow me. The Gospels tell the complete story of what it means to follow Jesus. It starts with follow me and grows to loving God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Begin today. Make the decision to follow Jesus. For more on what it means to follow Jesus, call 1-888-NEED-HIM. 888-NEED-HIM.
Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick, Roberta Foster back at our studios. 31.9 seconds left. Cardinals will have the basketball, leading 58-51. And we'll tell you that Snodgrass Collision Center is honored to serve the area and support local schools. Located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin, specializing in complete body and frame repair, 4-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals tonight. Mason Young to throw it in. They go long to Turner against Jones. He comes up with it and then knocks it off of Jones' shins. A dangerous pass, but the right direction. I'd rather that pass than something underneath the Hornets' own goal. Cardinals will have it on a baseline out of bounds in the corner. Jones guarding. And there's a lob to Holton Keith. Cardinals would love to dribble it out. And Simpson with a reach foul. They've held Simpson to 5 in this half. And are they all free throws? I
believe so, Scott, yeah.
He was 2 for 2 on one sequence, and I think 2 more and then went 1 for 2. So Holton Keith looking to put it away here. He made his last free throw, short armed that one. 31 points on the night for Holton Keith. Coach Jason Horn trying to pump him full of confidence to knock this one through the nets. It's up and it rattles in. 59-51, 24 seconds, and Coach Horn says get away and do not foul him. Weaver with a little bit of an arm bar body blow to Holton Keith, who sold it well. But it was a back screen for sure that he had to pay for. Cardinals get it back. Dalton Riggs gets fouled by Tyndall. 19 seconds left on the clock. Proudly supporting the Cardinals is Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. BDR provides payroll, bookkeeping, and bill payment services for churches and small businesses. Baker Davis Roderick is located at 920 East 15th Street in Joplin. For more information, call 782-0829.
or online at bdrcpas.com. Dalton Riggs, free throw good. He's had a solid game. His 5-point explosion late in that third, important for the Cardinals. He's got 7 on the night. 61-51, Cardinals by 10. A kick by Holton Keith. It'll go back. Oh.
Caught a foul on him. That'll be his 4th.
Okay. No foul, just a kick. Simpson with the basketball. 10 seconds left. And Trey Turner will take this one across the midcourt line, and the Webb City Cardinals victorious 61-51 over the Hillcrest Hornets tonight. We'll come back with our post-game show brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College. Back here in 2 minutes, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
There's an attempt by Satan today to spread rumors among Christians of the world, to take text out of context, to break up Christian friendships, to get Christians to accuse each other.
You've probably seen the kinds of problems Billy Graham just described. Maybe you've even been in the middle of some of them. As divisive as those problems can be, the Bible teaches that followers of Jesus Christ can rise above them.
Before Christ left, he had a last meeting with his disciples, and one of the things he said was this: "A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another."
That kind of love builds a strong bond between people who love Jesus but might not see eye to eye on everything else.
Let's take this Christian love that God has given us. Let's not let a few misunderstandings and differences divide us.
You can learn more about the unity and peace Jesus wants you to experience by visiting us online, findpeacewithgod.net. That is findpeacewithgod.net, and it's from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome. Cardinals victorious tonight, 61-51 over the Hillcrest Hornets. And our postgame show brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College. And guys, kind of the sort of battle that we expected, a tough matchup, some height advantage for the Hornets, but I thought the Cardinals really showed their moxie tonight, and even with some foul trouble issues here and there, overall
played that solid, intense game that you got to play against an opponent like this.
They played well, and I think the refs did a good job of letting them play physical and also calling it close as well. And they called it pretty even as well, and they just played well defensively. And I think the halftime adjustments by Horn, as like I said, I think he heard you, I think, a little bit. But I think they adjusted well to Simpson. I think they adjusted well to the little 2-3 zone there thrown at him and then the man-to-man full-court press. So overall, I think the adjustments suited Webb City really well and boosted them in their win tonight.
And we're getting ready to catch head coach Jason Horn as he joins us in our post-game show. And, Coach, I know we just had a quick visit there at halftime, but I said if I was reading your mind in the locker room at all, you wanted at least the guys to find Simpson and not give him so many open looks. As far as one guy you wanted to try to shut down a little bit here in the second half. You did a great job because just 5 free throws by Simpson.
Yeah, they did a good job. He flared over minus 3 threes, I believe he hit. We just didn't rotate well off the backside. Our weak side 3 should close out to that wing when it skipped. And he was more closing out to the corner, so it left him open a couple of times. And he's really good. But the kids really did a good job with the scouting report. We had talked to them coming in about where their hot spots were. The left wing was their best spot to shoot the basketball. We tried to limit that. They got loose twice on it. They were struggling in the corners and struggling on the right wing. We had that all broke down. So if we were going to give a shot up, it was going to be in those areas, and we were just going to try to contest it. And, man, they did a lot of heart. This team won the Kaminsky. So it's a district opponent. Just big game for our guys. It felt like there was a turn with them tonight.
Well, and it was up and down the lineup. You got the contributions early by Eli Pace, but then when he was in foul trouble in the third, I don't know of a better 30-second sequence than what we saw out of Dalton Riggs. He tries to look right. He's got Jones right there, and he shows he's got that left-hand hook, which I was proud of. And then he comes right back and hits a knockdown 3 with a guy in his face. I know you have all kinds of confidence in that young man.
Well, I chewed him out pretty good in the first half, so he had 2 choices at that point. So, and he was going to be aggressive. He has to trust his instincts. These are all firsts for him going into these games and these bigger games. He's just going to get better with it. We know he can shoot the ball, and one of the things we talk to them about daily is do what you're good at. He's good from 3. He has really good footwork around the basket and good touch. If he sticks to that, he's going to give us a big lift.
And then, Coach, I got a question for you. How have you been able to play these last couple games, especially kind of the season as well, being able to play 8, 9 players at a time? What does that look like in practice, and what does that kind of look like making the adjustments this halftime as well?
Well, everything's up tempo when we get into practice. When we're working on our 1-2-2, it's a lot of sometimes 5-on-8, 5-on-10. So we're getting a lot of conditioning done by that. But we put guys in trapping areas and read areas we have to make. So that's one of the things we do, and we're rotating those guys heavy against that second group. The halftime adjustment was, number one, we just had to play clean. We did not want to get caught reaching. We had talked to them beforehand. We noticed in the JV game, if you were bumping with their hips, they were going to call it. So that was one of the things we want to adjust. I think we only got called for that twice. We did slap down a few times instead of tipping up. But that was the biggest adjustment. And then we also talked about going to the junk defense for a little bit. Something we had briefly worked on yesterday, maybe to make sure, Simpson didn't get a look. We weren't great out of it. But at that point we were in foul trouble, so we were having to shuffle people around. But it was a good learning experience for us, and, you can't be too proud. You got to do whatever you got to do to win a game.
Absolutely.
Different guys contributing, including Trey Turner again with the foul trouble on Pace. He becomes the secondary ball handler for you. That's great experience for him as well, because we know what he can do when he gets downhill and can get to the basket. And I know you're encouraging him to do that, and even trying to encourage him to go there, even though the free throws aren't his favorite friend right now. They'll get there.
Yeah, he's just got to get confident. Trey is as talented as anybody on the team. He's got to get confident. The message all the time is, what's the worst going to happen? You shoot it. You miss it. You get blocked. Okay, we're going to get the ball back. You have freedom to go do things. What a catch he made at the end. We put the future QB in a year or two down the road throwing it in. He did not. I don't think they have any 6'7" guys playing safety out there on the football field, but didn't notice that read. But Trey made a heck of a catch there.
The other guy you're talking about, Mason Young, came in, and although he's young to go along with his name, he's still got that fearlessness. He's on the floor. He was boxing out Jones when he could.
How many rebounds did he have? Had all kinds of rebounds, knocked balls. The big drive late, and the score was huge. It gave us some distance, and that's just him. He's just a bruiser. He's going to go in and play hard. We've had to throw him to the wolves, and he's responded.
And then the other guy, Holden Johnson, again, great minutes from him tonight.
That was his best game.
I thought he just showed how all-around kind of player he can be. He hit a couple of bank shots in the lane. He's deadly at the free throw line because he's a deadly shooter in general. And then his defense and rebounding.
Well, the loose ball. I know we got called to travel, but he wasn't going to be denied. That's been the message. We have to get back to being that team. We will run you over to get the ball, and that's what he was going to do there. It's a 50-50 ball. He was going to make you give in, and he sacrificed his body, and the bench energy was better. I just think, I'm hoping we took another step tonight.
Well, I said that's going to be great film for you to show tomorrow, just the effort that was given here tonight as you cut it up a little bit and get ready for Carl Junction on Tuesday, Coach.
Lebanon
first.
Girls. I think the girls.
The girls are playing Carl, and then the guys will have the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. That's a rematch of sorts, Coach. What do you know about the Yellow Jackets since you saw them last?
They shoot a lot of threes. They're going to be up-tempo, play really fast, just a frenetic pace. We will definitely have our work cut out for us. We'll go start work on that Sunday, and then we'll roll into the Frontenac tournament. Got the 8:30 game on Thursday with Frontenac, so always a good time going over there. And hopefully we're getting ready to start making that climb and peak at the right time.
Coach, we thank you for the visit, and congratulations on the victory tonight. The Cardinals win it, 61-51. We'll take our final timeout. You've been listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Thank you.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep.
Whoa, that's
helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
The Bible says that Jesus Christ conquered the grave. Now, what does that mean?
That means that he rose again. He didn't stay on a cross.
Billy Graham devoted his life to sharing the good news of Jesus Christ.
He rose again, and tonight he's alive. He's a living Christ. And I don't offer you a dead Christ on a cross. I offer you a Christ who's alive and who is someday going to be King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
It's a reason to celebrate. Because of Jesus' death and resurrection, everyone who surrenders their life to him will be with God forever in heaven.
He said, I am the resurrection and the life, and he that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. His resurrection is mentioned more than 100 times in the New Testament.
You can learn more by reading the New Testament. The book of John is a good place to start. Or you can go to findpeacewithgod.net from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association. Why did Jesus die on a cross?
Jesus came to give himself to you because he loves you.
Billy Graham wanted everyone to know how much Jesus loved them.
And when he died on that cross, God laid all of our sins on him. He became guilty of murder, of lying, of adultery, of greed. All the sins that you and I have were laid on him. He voluntarily did it because he loves you.
But Jesus didn't stay dead. He rose from the grave on the third day, and now he stands in heaven, waiting for you to surrender your heart to him.
That's what the cross is all about. That's what the resurrection is all about. That's what the blood of Christ is all about.
You can learn more about the cross and resurrection of Jesus at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. From the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome here at Webb City High School. One final time as the Cardinals victorious over the Hillcrest Hornets 61-51 tonight, and just a solid victory for the Cardinals all the way around. They get the weekend off and then right back at it next week with it'll be a 4-game week, starting with the girls on Tuesday against Carl Junction. The guys on the same night will play the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. And if you come hungry that night, about 5 o'clock, there'll be a spaghetti feed out here in the cafeteria put on by the Webb City Carl Junction Rotary Club. And so come early and enjoy that. But for Dimitri Lloyd, for Will Hedrick, for Scott Boudreau, for Roberta Foster back at our studios, this is Scott Boudreau saying good night from the Cardinal Dome. You've been listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. We now join Through the Bible with J. Vernon McGee.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.